dog has an autoimmune disease, can I feed a raw diet? Now, this question I get asked many times from both clients and customers. Their dog's been diagnosed with some type of autoimmune disease and they're wanting to try and help their dog by making some positive changes to the health to help with this diagnosis. So diet is often the first place to start. But when it comes to feeding raw, there can be some very conflicting information out there, particularly on the internet. I know that's confusing. So let's answer that question today in this short video. So stay tuned to learn more. Hi there, it's Lyndall Pinchin, Canine Naturopath from Canine Vitality. Welcome back to the channel Happy Healthy Dogs, where it's my passion to help you help your dog live a longer, healthier life naturally. I appreciate your support on the channel, guys. If you're here today watching, I do appreciate that. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe if you feel moved to, and also click on that little bell to be notified of all my free content videos. Now, one of the major factors that contributes to the development of any autoimmune disease, is the lack of health of your dog's gut. Leaky gut is a major underlying trigger for the immune system to start misfiring and attacking different parts of the body, organ tissues, etc. So it makes sense that you as a dog owner wants to know what are the right foods to feed your dog that will help heal the gut and therefore start to reverse potentially this autoimmune problem. And while diet is not the only answer, it's certainly one of the best places to start. So ideally, I recommend an organic raw diet for the great majority of my clients and customers. After all, this is how your dog has been designed to eat in the wild. Their bodies have been designed perfectly to consume raw foods like raw meaty bones, muscle and organ meats, eggs, and small amounts of plant matter like vegetables and fruits as the basis for the diet. Now, a diet like this is naturally anti-inflammatory, which is great to help the inflammation that occurs in the gut from leaky gut syndrome, along with naturally being antifungal. Now, yeast infections are also a common problem associated with leaky gut too. And of course, a raw diet has plenty of beautiful nutrients like living enzymes, vitamins and minerals, amino acids, essential fatty acids, and antioxidants. Now, all of these nutrients are important for autoimmune diseases. So it makes sense to feed a raw diet, doesn't it? Well, yes and no. Let's firstly look at the yes. Now, some dogs that have been diagnosed with autoimmune diseases have already been eating a raw diet. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, hang on a minute, Lyndall, I thought you said a raw diet can help reverse autoimmune disease. Yes, it can. But remember, I said earlier that there are other factors that contribute to the problem, so it's not just as simple as diet. So yes, a dog that is raw fed might develop an autoimmune disease if other factors are at play. But that's for another video. So let's get back to diet. So if your dog is already eating raw but has been diagnosed, depending on where in the body that is being affected and also how well or unwell they are, this will dictate whether you can continue on with the diet. For most dogs that are used to eating raw but are now in a state of autoimmunity, I really believe that these dogs can actually continue with a raw diet, just depending on each case. It may be that for a period of time it's better to lightly cook their food, or you might find that continuing raw is ideal to help start your dog's recovery. Now, it's always really important that you work with your holistic vet or practitioner when doing this. Now, I know that many vets will not recommend raw diets in these situations, but it's my experience that they can be highly beneficial. What about the no? Now, many dogs have come to me over the years already diagnosed with some type of autoimmune disease. After having a consultation with these doggies, it's clear to me that their overall health is really challenged. Now, the majority of these dogs have been on a commercial kibble-based diet. The impact that this has had on their health is that their gut health is not good, and this has led in part to the autoimmune disease. So it can be difficult when the body is really out of balance to introduce raw foods, as many dogs just don't have the digestive energy to start digesting properly. And this is where I'd probably suggest looking to lightly cook the food. Now, hopefully in this situation, you'll also want to work with your dog's gut health. And while this is going on, we need to make it as easy as possible for the digestive system. Adding in natural but lightly cooked foods can take a lot of stress off an already stressed digestive system. Now, transitioning a healthy dog to raw can sometimes have its challenges, although most dogs just transition without a problem. But remember, with this type of disease state, The dog's body is really out of balance and has low vitality. Now, easy to digest foods that are natural and healthy is the preferred option for such a dog. So you can still base the foods you feed around the raw diet, but add them in a cooked form. But please do not feed cooked bones. Sometimes you might find that bones can be harder for these dogs to digest initially, so it might take some time to introduce raw bones. Once again, it really helps to be working alongside your holistic practitioner with this one, as it really, every dog needs to be assessed on a case-by-case basis in terms of how and when to transition to the diet. So while a raw diet is fantastic for our dogs, we just need to be aware that sometimes it will be ideal and other times more caution needs to be taken when introducing dietary transitions. And if you're not sure about this still and you've got a dog with an autoimmune disease, then please feel free to reach out to me for help. All my details are below. I'm more than happy to help your individual situation and give you some recommendations around diet. As I said, we definitely can use a raw diet to benefit dogs with autoimmune diseases, but sometimes it just needs to be done gradually, depending on their, their specific situation. Guys, I hope this short video helps you to some degree. If it did, please give it a thumbs up and share. That also helps me to get information out there on YouTube to help you guys more. I hope you're having a really good day. And if I will catch up with you soon in another video, I'll talk to you then. Bye for now.